Mm-mm. Is it Space Wolf time? I've heard Space Wolf is like the end of Act 3. We're starting Act 3. So, I mean, I don't think so, dude. Are the meetings related to game design? Meetings related to this Twitch channel, the game I'm working on, and an investment. Yep. So, yeah, it's all related to either Twitch or games. Mm-hmm. All right. I hope your lordship is pleased and yet not tired. If you wish to revive yourself a little, I would suggest proceeding to the courtyard, if I may be so bold. Many guests have chosen to move into fresh air and will be eager to offer you their congratulations. What do you think of the reception? I'll return to the guests. Wait, we already did that though, right? Let's just make absolutely sure we talk to everyone. We talked to Heinrich and crew. We talked to all these people. We just finished with them. We talked to Pascal. We talked to Cassia. Are there more people outside? Go double check. Are you playing Rogue Trader to help practicing your investing skills? Yes. Whenever I find an investment I don't like, I exterminatus on their company. Yeah. Oh, Cassandros, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, we're good. Okay, let's go. Doop. I don't feel it's a good long-term business strategy. I'm still fine-tuning it. Allow me to escort you. Guards, in true... Quiet, time to sleep.
We have matters to discuss, von Valancius.
Bro? The same man you saw among your guests is waiting for you in your chambers with the look of someone who is supposed to be there. He cast a cold, assessing gaze over you from top to bottom. No one save Theodora has ever allowed themselves the liberty of looking at you in such a way. The woman behind Calcazar, clad in black armor, glares at you, her face set in predatory readiness for immediate violence, the hallmark of a professional bodyguard. Remind me, who are you?
Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, head of the Coronis Conclave. I'm authorized by the grace of the Emperor to watch over the Coronis expanse, root out heresies, and preempt the Xenos threat.
Okay. Notably, naturally, you've heard of the Lord Inquisitor of the Coronis Expanse, but that's all.
No need to search your memory. My war is waged on clandestine fronts, and any battle reports are always thoroughly filtered. Trust me, you need not know the manner of things I have to face and the measures I sometimes have to take. Such knowledge is dangerous to the mind.
Will my servant live?
Probably. Unless he suffered from hidden ailments, he will soon come to without any major damage to his health. Either way, oblivion is a far safer option for him than the dangerous privilege of being a witness to this conversation.
The woman at Calcazar's back gives you a bloodthirsty smirk. Heinrich, I thought we were friends, but friends don't break into each other's chambers in the middle of the night with weapons, do they?
We used other means of travel to pay you this visit. I assure you, Rogue Trader, that all your locks are in order.
Interesting. If the Inquisition wishes to have a talk with me, I'm glad to be at its service.
A commendable openness to cooperation. It will be taken into account. Master Van Kellox has spent enough time with you. He will vouch for your words. What stands out from your recent accomplishments is the suppression of a rebellion on Janus. the battle against the archenemy's minions on Kiava Gamma, and, of course, the unusual interest the Drakari have shown in you. Then that is what we will discuss.
After saying these words, he shoots you a searching look from under his brow, like a regicide player who just made the first move and is now watching his opponent's reaction. What do you wish to know about the events on Janus?
What was the reasoning behind your decision to let Xenos, enemies of humanity, live and act on a planet that belongs to you?
In the face of heresy, the Xenos seemed like acceptable allies to me. There have been precedents for this, correct?
Your way of thinking is curious. Dangerous, but curious nonetheless. I would suggest exercising utmost caution should you wish to continue on this path.
How did you come to be so remarkably well informed?
Are you surprised? You thought the Inquisition was unaware of the circumstances of your deeds. How often do you find yourself thinking that there are things we shouldn't know about your life? It is my job to know everything, and I do it very well. Keep that in mind.
Yes, sir. If you knew what was happening on Janus, why didn't you intervene yourself?
I cannot satisfy your curiosity without disclosing information of the utmost secrecy. I will say only this. We had the situation under control. There is a tangled knot of perilous events in progress in the Coronis expanse. Plucking even one thread must be performed with great precision and caution, without any room for error.
Huh.
Because you do not want to know the price of such an error, or what forms it might take.
What questions could you have for me about Kiava Gamma?
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiava Gamma should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world. However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, it was House von Valancius that gave Cubus Delphin so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale?
Man, there's some good options in here, dude. There's some good options in here. My Protectorate is a complex mechanism. I wasn't willing to put its performance at risk because of some paranoid fears.
Your Protectorate is a living body, and you have left in it a splinter that might eventually fester. Consider the scale of amputations that could come of it. I hope you realize that we're talking about more than the fate of some colony. I care not for a single planet, however profitable and populous. But should corruption raise its head again on Kiava Gamma and try to spread, I will burn it away. And you will be guilty of criminal negligence.
The Drakari have shown an interest in me. Are you referring to my ruined capital?
Yes. The enmity between you is a known fact, but there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen, yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack, but even this time, their daggers missed your heart. Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential Xenos. To have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive. So remarkable that one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts? Meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent.
Xenos made more attempts on St. Drusus's life than mine. Does that make him a traitor too?
So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
Have I answered all your questions?
Far from it, my dear. The questions are manifold. How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rycat Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voitvir about you?
This isn't sounding so good.
Why did you choose to ignore the warning of a member of the Inquisition that a protracted sojourn near the dying Rycat Minoris could bring corruption down upon your ship? Were you driven by your concern for the people or forbidden interest? Was it virtuous of you to allow the warp-stricken Voidsmen to join your crew? The ones who served on the ship that was turned into a trap for you by Kunrad Voitvir? Isn't it possible that they were part of the blight he had sown? The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character, but it won't in this case. The Inquisition, which I represent, is willing to show extraordinary faith in your person. For the sake of our invaluable partnership, I'm going to ignore any minor liberties that you, esteemed rogue trader, may have afforded yourself or may again in the future.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did.
Theodora cooperated with you?
And benefited greatly from it.
Huh.
The warrant's power is not without limit, and neither is the protection it provides. All those mysterious expeditions, dubious experiments, collections of xenotech oddities are dangerous pastimes. It takes more than the Emperor's permission to pursue them without consequences. One must also make sure I am not displeased by it. Let me demonstrate how it works. In your retinue, there is a Psyker who is yet to receive Terra's sanction, which, as we both know, is a grave threat and a blasphemy to the laws of the Imperium. I am aware of this secret, but I'm not displeased in the slightest. And so she lives on, your handy Psyker, Idira Tlass.
Interesting. Okay. I know that Theodora was concerned about the fate of the dynasty and certain restricting obligations. Was it perhaps due to your partnership with her?
I cannot deny the possibility that Lady Theodora may have lamented losing some of the freedom she enjoyed prior to my arrival in the Expanse. Nor will I deny that.
Is that, am I nailing the voice? Is that good? Nor will I deny that our partnership began me with exerting a certain amount of influence. However, you are not Lady Theodora. Let us put the difficulties that encumbered our relationship to rest along with her. I do not recommend troubling yourself in the affairs of the past, for they have no bearing on your present position. Theodora chose to forget about this particular matter. Follow her example, and your fate will be the better for it. Why such an interest in my person?
You haven't been in a position of power for long, and so one can forgive you for not noticing the troubling changes. The cult of the Final Dawn is spreading in the Coronis Expanse. Not the first or the last heresy that has afflicted this sector, but one that is surprisingly resilient. Mysterious convoys are sliding by, bound for systems in the heathen stars. Just your humdrum pirate trade, wouldn't you say? Then why are the pirates themselves clueless? The Xenos, who have caused trouble in the sector before, have expanded their activities in the last few decades, and there is a logic and method to their previously chaotic raids. Even 2 packs of space wolves, blessed space marines summoned in my name, did not cool their interest in the Expanse. A mighty explorative fleet, which has studied the Expanse for hundreds of years, has suddenly stopped responding to communication and sunk into a dispute over a tech heresy that was considered dead a couple of centuries ago. House Chorda has clamped down on insurgents. Yet its acts of brutality breed troublemakers just as quickly as they're executed. And this bloody carousel has consumed the attention of the esteemed incendiar. Koligos Winterscale has abruptly lost all interest in his domain, and his only apparent concern now is hunting even more dangerous xenobeasts. And the third and final rogue trader has unexpectedly perished, stabbed in the back by her own master of whispers. The Expanse is swiftly losing its protectors right when communication with the Imperium is being disrupted by the raging warp. Basically, all the Expanse has left is me and you, if you follow my instructions.
Is Heinrich staying in my retinue, or are you taking him back?
Which would you prefer? And you, Heinrichs, do you wish to continue working at the Honorable Rogue Trader's side?
I will comply with any order, Lord Inquisitor. If you command me to remain in the company of the scion of the von Valancius dynasty, I won't be distressed.
What's your opinion of Heinrichs? Is he a useful assistant to have? I want Heinrichs to continue to accompany me.
Then Master Van Kellogg's will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
What kind of deal are we talking about?
I make no deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that, when the Expanse finds itself in danger, you will break away from your own affairs to heed them.
Interesting. Huh.
I seem to remember that your exalted aristocrats presented you with many gifts. It would be rude of me not to follow suit.
Go on.
Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid.
Okay.
The color indicates how close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. Scarlet means that you have shed your blood for the good of the Imperium, and therefore, you deserve to have his servants shed their blood for you.
On behalf of my house, I, Cohh Valancius, hereby promise to guarantee to offer the Inquisition any assistance it may require. The Emperor protects.
I am glad to hear it. Your oath has been heard and added to the record.
Tartuccio says, I'm Iconoclast and mine was white. Bro, I'm Iconoclast too.
Here is where we part. My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch, for you to sleep.
Mine was purple, says Air
And for
Demon.
your servants
Ew.
to wake up. Until next we meet.
I wonder what it all means. This is wild.
Well, you will obviously want to discuss what just happened. But not now, I presume. Right now, it would be better for you to rest and think on the Lord Inquisitor's words in private. I bid you good night, Rogue Trader.
Oh, this game is so cool! I love it. Love it.
The rise of the rogue trader heir restored a tenuous equilibrium to the von Valancius Protectorate. For a time, threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal. The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly. For none knew what fate might await them.
You've spent the first few hours of your morning listening to the High Factorum's lengthy report on the latest trade exchanges, arrangements, disputes, and countless bureaucratic procedures. From outside the illuminated, tightly closed windows, you can hear the muffled sounds of Dargonis and its everyday life, the life that has been passing you by lately, as you've been preoccupied with the affairs of your Protectorate from dawn till dusk. Thank you for your report, High Factorum. Your work is highly appreciated, both by everyone here in the Adeptus Administratum. Your Lordship, we are almost done here. We just need to go over the final items on today's agenda, and I would like to report to you personally. Truly, the God Emperor has blessed me with diligent subjects. Speak. Allow me to pass on gifts from your loyal subjects, the high nobility of Dargonis. It goes without saying that every living soul in your Protectorate is blessed to serve your Lordship faithfully and wholeheartedly. However, the humble gesture is meant as a token of deepest appreciation of your magnanimity towards their esteemed families. Oh. In the past hour, House Drivestem tripled the tithes collected by the House subjects. Your coffers are overflowing, and the governor has expressed hope that this modest gift will become a symbol of your present and future success of your new status. Sauerback has arranged for several regiments of expertly trained servants of the Emperor to be transferred to your personal command. Each of them will also serve as an honor guard for the holy relics in order to find their rightful place in the whole of your personal void ship. She stopped, staring at her data slate in surprise. Is something wrong? No, not at all, your lordship. The people in the cargo have indeed reached the port services, so there's no reason to doubt the sincerity of the house's intentions. It's just such substantial and valuable gifts coming from Lord Sauerback. If I'm to venture a guess, your lordship, I believe the esteemed Chancellor was staggered by such an irregular display of generosity from a man who is rather known for voicing his doubts in the rogue trader as a class. It seems you made quite an impression on Macarius, the old miser. Lord Captain, news of particular import has come from the house's intelligent network. Lord Inquisitor Calcazar is rumored to be planning a visit to Footfall. A number of Imperial Navy ships were commandeered by Lord Calcazar and are already being scrambled to Footfall. Furthermore, we have received reports claiming that secret messages were delivered to the capital worlds of House Corda and Winterscale. It is possible the Lord Inquisitor's call to arms may smother the conflict that is brewing between the two dynasties. We are seeing an increasing number of skirmishes between their ships in neutral systems. I do not doubt that her ladyship Corda will attempt to sway the Lord Inquisitor to her side. Especially since his lordship Winterscale's luck seems to be running out. Riots have broken out on several of his worlds, and yet he has shown no intention of quelling them. Instead, the rogue trader inflicted brutal punishment upon one of his oldest colonies, Vesuvia Secundus, based on allegations of seditious sentiment. Oddly enough, our agents were unable to find any proof of sedition among the populace there. As soon as we have any updates, you'll be the first to know, your lordship. Lastly, dang. Your pet Xenos, Yrliet, I believe, is seeking a meeting with you. She had the audacity to defy— oh wow, your pet Xenos. For a second, I was about to be like, what's wrong with my cat guy thing? He just hangs out by my throne. What's wrong with him? Oh, you mean Yrliet. She had the audacity to defile the rogue trader's palace with her profane presence and refuses to leave until she has spoken to you. I would never presume to be able to read the emotions of Xenos, but the Eldari appeared perturbed. I believe she mentioned a void ship of some sort. It may be the best bet if she told you everything directly. And with that, please allow me and Master Danrock to take our leave. Perhaps that last request will serve as a welcome distraction? Indeed, your lordship's stay on Dargonis has been rather long. However, your Protectorate is now enjoying a period of relative stability that, for the time being, no longer demands your lordship's personal involvement in its affairs. Glory to the rogue trader! Awesome. Kratos says, bump, 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 bump. Nice. Oh my god, Aerodaz, I love it. Done. Title changed to Christmas Xmisinatus. I love it. Okay. A quest failed as you entered Act 3. I think this quest bugged out. Because what happened is the personal cogitator is the same place that Nomos is. And I think I didn't do this before we did the Nomos event, so I could no longer use it to complete this quest. I need to figure out if that's a big deal. Okay, I'm looking at a quick walkthrough of this. The data can be decrypted back at the main cogitator. Individually, they provide notes you can read from your inventory, suggesting Theodora was in deeper over her head than it seemed. When both have been decrypted, the attending tech priest will inform you of irregularities in the ship's machine spirit. Oh, ending the quest. This was a pre-quest to Nomos. This quest was supposed to lead into the Nomos thing. The end of the quest. The attending tech priest will inform you of irregularities in the ship's machine spirit, which at that point we don't know about Nomos, ending the quest and deepening the mystery. Okay, so I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Yep. Oh my god, what in the hell is all this? Wow. Oh, these are completed. That's still great, though. Security, efficiency, and profit factor for all colonies? Like, what the hell is this, man? Void beacons! Wait, this is what that girl told us about. We're able to do this because we talked to that lady at the party. Awesome! Because that's amazing. Wow. Damn, dude. We'll do that in a little bit. That's cool as hell, man. Yeah, that's what Abelard's granddaughter was talking about. Oh, this game, dude. I love it. I just got, Okay, let's go. Let us continue. Kit. Is there anything to do back here? Oh, check out the ring. The One Ring. The ring symbolizes the owner's closeness to the Lord Inquisitor, which inspires its owner and companions and adds weight to their orders. The wearer gains 25 persuasion and the Inquisitor's decree ability that can be used once per combat. 30 momentum, burning, bleeding, and toxin effects removed from all allies. And all allies gain the wearer's persuasion divided by 7 temporary wounds and armor until the end of combat? Bro, my persuasion is 147. What is 147 divided by 7? Oh my god. Hold up. 21% armor and 21 temporary wounds. Damn. Okay. Let's give that to you. And now he has 172 persuasion. Hold on. 24. Okay. So I need to, do I have a decent lore Imperium person I can put this on? I don't think so. I mean, I can put it on J for the Imperium checks outside of, yeah, we can just do that, I guess. When we're doing checks out in the world, does the person doing the checks has to be in the active party, right? Yes. Bummer. Okay. Yeah, there's really nobody else in our team that's even, yeah. You need a necklace, bro. What was your necklace? Do you have a necklace for you? You can just put something on, right? I mean, we really don't have a lot of necks, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. We'll wait for something better. We'll wait for something better. Oh, we need some granadas on you, though.
Granada!
There we go. Ooh. I think we actually have better. Yeah, we have better now. Okay. Cohh wanted to use grenades, but he's hoarding more and more of them. I've been using grenades here and there. I have been. All right, first let's complete the contract. Boom. Delicious. Imaticross saying level up the companions before continuing. I will in a little bit. Ellen Talk. At last you have left your ornate cage. For many a turn I have sought to meet you, and yet your servant, the one who is like the silver-haired Abelard, but twice as young, has no favor for the request of a child of Assyrian. Take me to a place where the hearing of others will not steal the words intended for you. While you were mending the wounds of this world left by the Twisted One's attack, I was able to discover, no, not Kruderak's fate, merely traces of it. As Morin found sanctuary under the boughs of the Lilithan's forest, so did my other kin find refuge in a system known as the Atlas Reach. We must make a journey there with haste before new dangers destroy the witnesses who can show me a way to the lost Kruderak, whose fate remains shrouded by the stars. Their knowledge is the sole thread that may lead me to the truth, Elentok. I ask that your metal-winged ship take me along that thread before it tears into the strain of time and circumstance. How were you able to contact him? I did not contact the Assyriani. I have no means to do so, but I had enough time to explore the stone jungle of your world while you were preoccupied with your urgent matters. The path of the outcast has taught me to observe and listen to the world around me. In this case, the throngs of Monke at the port. Eric conversations, rumors, chance words like parts of a speckled mosaic. They came together to form a hazy image. My kin were seen in the Atlas Reach, and now all we have to do is pull the web of connections and possibilities to uncover whatever is concealed from the unseeing eye. Give me the coordinates and I shall take you wherever you wish to go. You will? Thank you, Elentok. If this path indeed takes me to the truth, I will be indebted to you. A rare happening between our kinds. Yeah, dude. I'm with you, girl. Even though you're a complete pompous asshole. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Take a look here. We got a lot of people to talk to. We got some loot. Go check our loot.